Everybody wants development in their community, and so there's a cry for positive change, and Asabi represent that positive change. And so I put my name forward again, and to request people to do me a favor of representing them once again and to serve them again. So it's a public service that I'm interested in.
So what are you going to do this time to bring about this positive? What are you going to do different?
Well, in politics, you don't really go changing everything. No, you don't. What you need to do is talk to the people, work with them, and make sure that you understand their development needs. And you as a leader also have one or two ideas that you can impact on them. And one of the key things, if I can be specific, is to make sure that we develop the municipality well. I brought the whole municipality when I was a minister, and we haven't derived the benefit from it. Mankesim, which is the market center, that generates the amount and everybody makes their living from, is really down. So we need to get Mankesim market rebuilt, and that's one of the projects I want to do. You obviously have heard about Asabi market, to have the honor of getting a market named after you, it's a great honor for me. But I haven't finished. The market must be completed. Sopon is gone down in terms of development and activity. One Sopon to be a business center that can revive the whole of Sopon area. The Adiazi area, as I said to you, the infrastructure needs to be done very well, coming from Akubima, from Powers Road to Akubima, to Kwekum, Kamlan, to Chakwa. We need to open up and also get Third Road into the community, which is something I want to achieve. And then put something here that will generate income for the people, especially in the farming community, and something to process the cassava that is produced on the oil palm. And if you go to the coastal areas, the fishing community needs a lot of help. The inputs, the remix, the adbo motor, the nets, the canoe inputs. When I was there, it was reasonable priced. Now it's rocketing through the roof, and people cannot afford it. The government that is sitting there saying, "Oh, they must be changed." So it's not me wanting change. People's lives are difficult. The cost of living is rising high, and then on top of it, the most depressing thing is the corruption. The level of corruption which runs through the NDC government. We can't afford to be collecting our taxes and people giving the money to free, to CP, to Wyoming, to Waterville, to Galloper, cars. It's like money is sitting there and they are giving the money away when teachers have not been paid. When people's, this month, June, or last month, I spoke to some of my friends who have not been paid by Friday. It's a long weekend. And I hear that we pay them next week. If there's money to pay Wyoming, why didn't they pay them? So a government like that must be gotten rid of, because we can't afford to waste our time like that. And that's what I mean in politics, to serve. And if there's a government which is not serving well, then the ballot box decides. And that's what we're pursuing to make sure we change it.
A lot of the parties are using social media to propagate their campaign message, and Ghana Decides is actually also about leveraging social media to collect various voices. What role do you think social media will play in this year's election?
Crucial. Facebook. You go there, you see the NPP groups seriously campaigning. Newton Affair, Olivia, name just by two. Plenty of them, and it's powerful. Twitter is on, and most people are tweeting and talking and all these things. Skype is there, people are talking, they can see each other. So the social media network, there's plenty of opportunity, especially for young people. This country belongs to the youth. As I said to you over there, when I was a youth leader, I was a NUX executive member. We put pressure on the government, military government, with the gun to shoot. Even there, we put pressure on them. They didn't shoot us, they listened. Yes, they didn't do all that we wanted, but at least we moved on. By a civilian government, by a professor of law, and we are going down the drain. We should change it. And that's why social media networks are very important. Those of us who are on it, propagate the idea. Let the debate go on, but not insult. We don't need it. we need an intellectual debate where people can think of what next for Ghana. And you are the future leader, so the social network must be used for intellectual debate, that we can build a youth group movement within that group, that we can leave the country for tomorrow. So that's what I'm looking at, not for insults, and it doesn't help at all. You saw somebody, they don't listen to what you're saying. But if you suggest something, you provide answers, then there's something. For instance, one area that I want the youth and the social network to pick it up is the oil revenue management. In our time, we talked about oil revenue, but how it should never be put into the consolidated fund. Never. It should be ring-fenced, that we know that the projects that are coming from the oil money is this. We can pinpoint our finger on the project. Right now, the NDC have put all of them in the consolidated fund, and they're using it for all resources and paying government debts. You have revenue, you don't pay debt with it. You go and generate more revenue and pay your debt from the revenue. You don't pay straight away.
Right.
So that's why the social network is very important for you.
So even as we are going towards this year's election, we are collecting messages of peace from leaders and ordinary citizens across the country. So what do you have to tell the country's youth?
Well, we don't need a fight. To be a politician is peace and oneness. You are trying to represent a group of people with divergent views, and what you need to do is to present a common front and make sure that everybody buys into the idea, rather than divide the group. If you divide it, it doesn't work. So for peaceful election, I entreat all my fellow Ghanaians, we don't need a fight to run the country. Let's put a very cogent arguments. Let's explain to people what we can do better than the other group, and let the people go and decide for themselves which one is better, which of the groups is better. So we want peace, we want oneness, we want unity, and that's what I will preach. I will not do it. I will make sure my people don't fight. If you fight, you are not part of me. And I will make sure the other group also abides by the same rules. So we play with fairness and then openness. And that's what we are interested in. Fairness, openness, transparency, and get the people to decide who runs the country.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity.